I got money all in my eyes, money all in my line, money all in my mind. I look like money all of the time. You're officially live. I'm Henry Aaron Westbrooks. Great to have you on the call here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, for sure. And you said you got paid today, yeah?
What's that?
You got paid today, right?
Well, yeah, my job, yeah.
Got paid with the job. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing for your work right now.
Yeah, so, I'm 16 years old. I'm still in school. And right now I'm just working like a normal job at like a restaurant. Just trying to build up some money so I can invest into things later on. Like when I hope to get back into drop shipping because I started it once, but then I stopped. So I'm building up some money so I can, invest into like a course or just into my store in general, right?
Absolutely.
And that's basically what I'm doing right now. Just trying to get back into drop shipping thing, you know what I mean?
Awesome, man. How do you like working at that job there at the restaurant? How's that doing? Do you enjoy it?
I like it, but because I'm surrounded by good people. But I'd like to make some more money. I'm working almost every day.
Right.
Decent amount of time, 8 hours, so 9 to 5.
Right. So obviously, you're jumping on the drop shipping wave early at 16, Aiden. And by the way, you can all follow Aiden more on Instagram at I'm Aiden Moore. That's at IMAIDENMOORE. And this guy right here is a young savage coming up in the game early, recognizes the fact that, hey, I got to get money regardless. However, I know that there's smarter ways to do it rather than harder ways to do it. And right now, Aiden's at the crossroads where, he's only 16, right? And that is the pinnacle. That is just the start. I mean, you can tell a lot about somebody when they jump in the game early into this real world. At 16, you got your worker's permit, you're official. Now, a lot of people waste that opportunity, don't even get a job right away. If you're somebody at 16, you don't have a job yet, you're slipping. Aiden is a great example of what you should be doing at 16, at least being out in the workplace, right? I was 16, got a job doing similar things, man. I was working in restaurants, literally doing all type of food prep, garbage, wiping, cleaning, sweeping floors, serving, you name it, man, just in the trenches of the restaurant. Because that's oftentimes where a lot of people have an Aiden as a good place to start, in fact. Now, that all being said, Aiden, how did you even discover dropshipping? Like, where did you come up with the idea that, hey, maybe you could start doing dropshipping? And for those of you who don't know what dropshipping is simply the concept where by using the internet, you can source wholesale products, resell them for profit, and continually do that. So, Aiden, how did you discover dropshipping? And why do you want to do dropshipping?
It was about, like last year, I'd say around Christmas time, and I was just on YouTube, and it popped up in my feed, and there was like a video like, what is dropshipping, and how you can make this amount of money in this amount of time. And I was like, okay. So I clicked on the video, watched the video, and then I did some more research, and I found these influencers and things, and it just really caught my attention. And that's when I decided, maybe I'll give it a try for myself. I did it for a while, but I wasn't getting the results that I needed. That's why I reached out to Henry Westbrook here for some advice, and that's where we are now. But it was just starting off of YouTube videos that I saw and caught my attention.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. And sometimes that's all it takes, is just one video or one person showing you something that's working, and you say, wow, I would like to be a part of that. I would like to do that, because that is a reality, especially now in this day and age. Tell you what, if I was at 16 and discovering dropshipping, I would be all in. I would be all in, because here's why. You're probably still, and correct me if I'm wrong, living with your parents. Now that's an advantage. You're not paying for rent, you're not paying for bills, you're not hit with any expenses that you will face once you really live a little bit longer and you jump out of the nest there, you're going to be having to do these things. So right now, totally use that to your advantage. And B, you're making money, and because you don't have those expenses, your money is just stacking up. For the most part, unless you're out there, getting rid of your money. Now, let me ask you, before we get into, what do you even typically use your money on, right? You're making this money, so what do you want money for?
What do I want money for?
Yeah.
Well, I want money for...
Because you got to know your why, right? People want money, and, that's not the money you want, right? It's the money that will convert into whatever. It's not the money you want. You need the money is the stepping stone to get you to what you really want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what is it that you really want the money for? You know what I mean?
I want the money for to invest for my future.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm saving up for my future, so I can put into things and I guess invest into myself so I can become better,
Absolutely. Now let me ask you, Aiden, are the people in your school, are your friends, your peers, other students doing things like you? Are you the normal kid in school? Are you average? Not to say, not to put yourself into comparison, but ultimately, is drop shipping a thing? Is it a talked about thing, or is it a very still, undersaturated thing, undiscovered, and you feel like you can really tap into it because not many people are doing it that you know?
Yeah. At my school, I know probably, actually, out of all the kids that I know my age, I probably know 3 kids that are doing what I'm doing. Only 3, so.
Yeah. All right, it looks like Aiden just got off the call, so we're going to give him a quick call back. You are on the Inner Circle podcast, and he's coming back, giving us a quick call here. No worries, Aiden, we got you live. We did a quick commercial advertisement right there. That was a great opportunity for a quick plug. If you don't know, now you know. igrowclub.info. Grow your Instagram. We got Aiden Moore on the line. Everybody go ahead and follow Aiden Moore. He's a 16-year-old coming up in the game, okay? This guy right here is the future, right? People, this is literally one of the millennials who will shape our world. So, Aiden, tell us a bit about your dreams and goals in life, man. You're 16, right, man? You got a lot of life ahead of you. When I was 16, I was just loving life, man. And I still am, right? I was just loving life though, man. 16 what, man? I was in high school just having the time of my life. And I'll be real with you, I'm not sure I was thinking at the same caliber as I am now as far as planning future. And I'm hearing you at 16 saying things that people who are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s and so on talk about. So to get this information and these ideas at the age of 16 is remarkable, man. So I got to give you credit on that. So tell me a little bit more about, just your vision on life, man. Because I'm very interested in seeing what type of value I can bring to you.
Well, yeah, see, I'm just trying to plan ahead enough so that I can, I can live a I'd say not comfortable, but beyond comfortable life. So I'm able to do things that I want to do, buy things that I want to do, and hopefully have a family that, I can supply for and like that. That's what I'm planning on. That's why I want to start at a younger age rather than a later age, so I can just get set up for later on. For
sure. I mean, that's absolutely one of the greatest responses I could have heard. And now I'm thinking about where you're at. How much time do you have right now? Do you got a schedule? What does your normal day look like, man? What does a routine throughout the Monday through Friday look like? And then tell me how you spend your weekends.
Well, so Monday and Tuesday I have work, and then I also play football, so I have that takes up from basically Monday and Tuesday from 1 to 9. I'm at football and work.
Okay, cool. So you're out there, you're working, you're networking, you're active. You got a you got extracurricular things going on. You're meeting people.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And recently, started probably a month ago or so. I've been trying to get back into drop shipping. So I invest I wake up in the morning like 9 o'clock or so. I invest in 2 hours to at least 3 hours of just doing research. Just trying to
Mm-hmm.
learn as much as I can, right?
Awesome.
About drop shipping. That's what I normally do. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I'm working from 9 to 5.
Okay. Okay. So right now you're, focused. You're definitely focused. You're handling a lot. You got things on your plate. You're juggling it, and you're doing well. Now, you're basically wondering, man, how can I just 10x my lifestyle right now? How can I do this early? How can I shortcut my success so that I can just live now, not later? And I think that's probably something a lot of people wonder how to do. And I don't blame you, brother. Now,
Yep.
I'm looking at some of these notes I've been taking, and I'm all ears, my guy. While we're on the line, what is it that you would like to get out of this conversation, out of this call? If there was one thing that you could ask and get answered, let's hear it. Let's see if we can start to nail, that right on the head with this hammer of knowledge, value, and give you some practical yet applicable information, right? Let's give you some things that you can seriously take away and implement into your life today, right after the call, that will start to change and get you closer to where you're looking at and desiring to be. So what is it, man? What is it what's on your mind, man? What are you thinking? What's on your heart? What are your intentions right after this call, man? Let's help you out.
Yeah. I wrote down some questions that I wanted to ask you.
Perfect. You see that? Aiden's prepared. Number one, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. I just want you guys to know how much you guys got to recognize, man. If you're not ready, you got to get ready. The people in life are always ready, therefore they never have to get ready. Aiden's prepared. If you're not prepared, you won't be ready. People talking about luck. There's no such thing as luck, to be honest, because luck is really when being prepared meets opportunity. I mean, people, if you're not prepared in life, if you're not taking notes, if you're not introducing yourself to ideas, coming up with questions and pursuing answers, you can't expect things to just come to you. You can't expect to be ready when the opportunity presents itself if you're not even prepared. So I just got to commend this guy on having questions prepared on note so that he didn't come into this unprepared, because being unprepared is going to lead to failure, quite frankly. Now, there's nothing really wrong with failure in this. And I mean failure in the looser sense, meaning you didn't really accomplish what you wanted to out of your, effort, right? This guy got on a call with a purpose. He's got questions. He needs answers. So let's hear these questions, man. I'm really into that. I like that.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I started drop shipping,
Yeah.
I'd say a little more than half a year now or whatever, right?
Right.
And I was wondering, because I felt like I had the right product and I was putting it in front of the right people, but I think my marketing was off. So I was wondering if you could give me tips on marketing.
Okay. What are you doing for marketing right now?
Well, right now I actually don't have a store set up. I
You
can't.
don't even have a store set up.
I to start fresh.
Okay, so you're going to start a new store.
Yeah.
You want to use Shopify, is this right?
Yeah, Shopify.
Why Shopify?
Why Shopify? I mean, it's just what everybody suggests.
Okay.
I see most often.
I only ask you that just because I want to know, man. I want to know if you're just making your own choices, if you're just listening to other people. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with Shopify. Shopify is the freaking bee's knees. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I got to ask you why Shopify, because everybody knows there's tons of other ways to do drop shipping. In case you all don't know, what you can do it on Shopify, which is obviously one of the most popular. You can drop ship these days on Amazon, eBay. You can build your own website. You can set up all day long on the internet. However, it's what's going to work for you. So, Aiden's choosing Shopify. I choose Shopify for my drop shipping as well. So I definitely can help you out with that. I'm glad you're choosing that. Now, Do you have any experience with drop shipping on Shopify at all? Have you built a store before, you said?
Yeah, I do. I built a store before. I had products. I advertised on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing for a little while.
How are you using Instagram to advertise?
I would create an ad, and then I would contact influencers and just basically just straight up ask them if they could post the ad, I'd pay them. And I don't feel like that was the best route, or if my ad just wasn't well enough, or like I wasn't reaching the right audience.
Yeah.
Or if it just was not a good looking ad. That's also a possibility.
Okay, I'm with you on that. Now, people got to realize, man, this concept of drop shipping is it's beautiful, right? It's very appealing to be able to sit anywhere in the world from your phone, from your computer, source products, send them without even touching the inventory and making a profit, satisfying the customer, and repeating the cycle. People love this idea. One thing about drop shipping is that it's super multifaceted, meaning there are so many variables included in it. That being said, it's basically like a recipe, right? If you're missing just one key ingredient to your recipe, it's not going to come out the way it needs to be. The people won't be happy. They won't purchase the product. They won't like it. Meaning, in other words, it's not just your marketing, maybe. Maybe it's not just your marketing, because Instagram influencers are very popular. In fact, one of the best ways to start using dropshipping. Why? Because they're oftentimes very cheap. They give you great deals at a low price that they don't realize that you can make a great ROI on. They are good because they're very targeted. You can already find the niche without having to do Facebook research or looking for keywords and interests and behaviors. Instagram influencers are good. Now, it depends not only on what the influencer, but you got to know the quality of the influencer. The quality of the influencer is huge. Do you check the metrics of these influencers that you use on Instagram? Did you ever check using a website? And this is all in my Ecom Shopify Secrets for Success dropshipping course. You can get that on the internet. Quick plug. Did you ever use the website? I'm going to say this on the air. Socialblade.com. Aiden, have you ever heard of this website?
I have heard of it, but I did not use it.
Okay.
What I was doing, I was just checking the likes and checking the follows.
Yeah.
And the views on the posts.
So you're basically doing your own validation of whether or not that would be a good influencer and not checking their actual ranking, right?
Yeah.
Which is okay. Not bad. Now, be real with me. How was your success like? What was your success rate on these posts? How much did you spend? How many posts did you do? If you don't mind sharing, then your niche, so I can help get a vision of how we can do this, because Instagram influencers are great. Obviously, I don't know if all of you know this. Instagram and Facebook are basically combined at this point. So the fact that he's focusing on Instagram without even using the Facebook feature is actually quite tactical. And influencers are popular, they work. You just got to know where to find them, how to use them, and then how to also throw in the other right ingredients to make that product exactly what it needs to be. Because your marketing could be on point. Your price could be on point. However, we're going to start getting things that aren't going to be on point, that might deter your customer, that visitor on your website from purchasing. Like, for example, just your landing page, just the bio of or rather not the bio, the description, right, of your product listing. Do you have any reviews on your page? What is the actual title of your page? Is it congruent to what the ad said? What is your ad text even saying, right? I mean, because maybe it is your marketing. Maybe everything else is good, but your marketing is not on point. Because you're asking me, how do you help marketing? I just want to make sure everything else is on point, because maybe your marketing is on point and we need to work on something else. But if it's marketing, well, we need to focus on this. We need to ask ourselves, is the text explicit and straight to the point and engaging enough to get somebody to click on it? Would you click on it? Would you follow through? How was your click-through rate? How many visitors were you getting? Did you track these? Did you get any sales and then track the conversions? Was it a first attempt? Was it a second visit? I mean, how deep into your analytics did you get on these posts so you know whether or not any or all of them or some of them worked? Did you research that?
Yeah, I would look into it. I was getting, so I was putting on my ad on pages that had like 150,000 followers.
Okay.
The likes, the views on most of the posts were probably around 20,000 views and like 5,000, 6,000 likes.
So you're running video ads?
What's that?
So you're running video ads?
It was just a picture ad.
A picture ad. You're getting 20.
Yeah.
Did they send you? So they sent you the results? Is that right?
No. It wasn't. This wasn't on mine. This was on just the posts they would post. On my post, I was only getting like barely 1,000 likes, and then my views on my actual store, how many people were coming visit my store, was like 100 views, but I was not making any sales.
Yeah, and that's oftentimes an issue for a lot of people starting up because here's the thing. I mean, when's the last time you went to a brand new website and just purchased something right away?
Yeah, right.
So there's got a lot goes into it, man. Do you have any back office set up? Because your marketing is huge, and here's a big part of marketing that a lot of people are sleeping on, and it's your back end marketing. You need to be implementing, especially if you're using Shopify, simple app. It's a free app in the beginning, and then they start to charge you however you need it, or something similar to it called MailChimp. Hope you heard of it. Hope you're using it. If you're not, here's how it works. MailChimp for Shopify, and again, this is all in the course, is essentially how you're going to be able to follow up with all those people who visited your website, who viewed your products, who added to cart, who initiated checkout but didn't quite purchase, right? Because that is where you're missing out on a lot of your money. Because what happens is somebody comes to your website, they like the product that they're looking at, they like what you got to offer, everything looks great, your marketing was great in the start to begin. However, while they're on the website looking at your product, about to say, okay, add to cart, and then initiate and add the credit card information and everything else, and then purchase the product and wait for the delivery. Before all that happened, they got a quick call from Johnson, who was like, yo, bro, I need you to come do this. And then he just got distracted. He or she just, was on the phone and all of a sudden just forgot completely that they're going to do this. Now, you just lost a sale if you don't have any back-end marketing set up. Why? Because unless they remember later on and really have that strong desire, are going to forget that they even did that. Because that's what happens in life. People on a regular basis, on the majority of time, are going to forget that they were even purchasing the product unless they are reminded. You need to be reminded, especially in sales. This is a sale you're making, Aiden, so it takes a lot of times in sales, up to 7 times of being shown, reminded, closed, if you will. Hey, close this product. Hey, make this. Hey, do you like this? Hey, do you want this? Hey, do you want this? Hey, do you want this? People need to see this be repeated and beat over the head into the fact that they're like, oh yeah, I do want that. I forgot. I need that. So if you only hit them one time and they're showing up and they like it, they're missing it. They're missing their opportunity to purchase it because you're not giving them a reminder like, hey, I need this reminder being sent to you because I know you're not going to remember. I'm here for you. I'm a great business. Here's the product that's in your cart. Don't forget to check out. Oh, thank you. They're going to love you for that. You want repeat customers. You're building a business, not just an upfront somebody who's going to show up and make a one-time purchase. If McDonald's or any other company in the world set up a business and relied on just their one purchase and that was it, every business would be out of business. So you need to be treating it like you're building a business. You're building an email campaign. You're building a customer list. These people who show up to your website are gold. They are your source of income. You need to treat each and every one of them like royalty. Like, oh my God, hey, I saw that you came to my website. Here's everything that you had in your cart. I got it all here for you. Go ahead and add it to your cart. Don't forget, have a great day. Boom, they send that to them right away. That's 5 minutes after they add it to their cart. Did you get any add to carts?
Oh, I did, yeah.
You got 100 visits. Yeah.
That would be, because I would get around, whenever I post an ad, it'd be like 60 views on the store.
Yeah.
And I would get probably like, each time like 5 add to carts, but no purchases.
Boom, 5 add to carts. Could have been capitalized on the back end. because that back end is where you're making your money, man. People, people you gotta realize, man. These contacts are the money, man. These sources, these people coming through, that is your money. If you eventually built a Shopify store that did $10 million in 1 year because 100,000 visitors showed up, you have 100,000 emails or contact names or phone numbers that at least made a purchase once. Now, if you go ahead and do year 2 and you have a direct marketing campaign with all these emails in place and these people are continually purchasing your offers, they love your brand. They're all about you. They're warm to who you are. They've seen you before. They're familiar. They're recommending their friends. They're showing their friends their phone. Like, look at this website I've used. That's where the level you want to be at with these customers so that you're not going to have to be spending high money to acquire these customers.